All right, here it is. This is my 2004 4th gen 4Runner. This one's got a V8, which has been super fun. Let's check it out. So let's do a quick walk around. I really like this car. So this is just like totally stock. I haven't really changed anything. I bought it with 140,000 miles on the clock. I am the 4th owner. It had full service records, which was really awesome. So, you know, I still gotta get a few things done, some preventative stuff, but in terms of rust and just how this vehicle has been maintained, I've been impressed and honestly feel fortunate and lucky to have found one in as good condition as I did. And so let's start out in the back and check out the trunk. So the first thing that I really like, that I just think is a cool feature, well, it's a pretty old school feature, is you put the key in, turn to the left, and the window goes down. This is a super awesome feature. It's let me just throw like kayaks in the back without a roof rack. You can see, like, I just have the regular roof rack. I think, I could just get like attachments that will let me, haul a bunch of stuff without getting so crazy. You could even just like, use like bungees. I mean, you got to get, bigger ones and stuff, but that's always an option. But I just haven't done that yet. And so because I haven't done that yet, I've still been able to like take advantage of all the space that this truck has provided me, just with this window here. And so that's been super cool. One thing that's a little delicate is this kind of like window cushion kind of type deal. And so what I normally do is I just keep like a towel back here. I got, what is this one? This is the, I think, Little Mermaid official Ariel towel. And so what I do is I use Ariel. She helps me out. I just do something like this. I took my plate off for the video, but I always like to make sure it's not covering the plate. You don't want to get pulled over. And then then I get a little bit of a barrier here, and just so it doesn't get screwed up. Let's go ahead. Let's close this up. Also got the Toyota sticker. That's a favorite. All right, unlock. Still getting used to like unlock and lock, and sometimes this car auto locks and it will set off the alarm. Maybe I'll show you guys that if that happens by accident. So a quick, really cool feature that I think only comes with a limited trim. This one has limited trim. So I got a couple things. I got leather seats. I got JBL speakers. I got this shelf. I think there's a few other things, but I'm not totally sure off the top of my head exactly what all that stuff entails. But so this shelf is cool. So you can lock it, and just like that, you get a good spot to kind of just like store stuff. I think if I had like a lot of like camping gear, I would just like shove it under there. Eventually I want to build a platform that's like maybe at this height. I got to figure out, like, am I going to take the shelf out? Am I going to build around it? Like, what am I going to do? So far I've been enjoying the functionality of the shelf without having to do anything custom. So I'm leaning towards trying to leave it in. If anyone's ever done something like that, definitely let me know in the comments, and I would love to hear kind of how you handled that, because I'm still kind of in the planning phase. But yeah, let's go ahead and take this down. Let's unlock just like that. I got this all-weather mat. It's been really good. And so you'll see this goes in a little bit better when the seat is folded down. All right, so I guess the first thing is this car's a little high off the ground, and so for me, like I'm like 6'3", it's no problem for me to step up, but you can see, like, it's not a low to the ground vehicle. There's no running boards on this one. I'm not sure if it came with them and the owner removed them, or if it just didn't come on this like individual car. I kind of like the way it looks without it. I think like it looks pretty mean. You can see it's like decently, high off the ground in terms of clearance, and like, even driving off something like this over here, I think would be like not a huge problem, honestly. And so, I kind of bought this car to not worry about it and have a 4x4 and just be able to get in the car and go. And so I think the no running boards is kind of going to help with that. Maybe it makes sense to add like some sort of rock slider. I've never done like anything like this, so if anyone has any expertise and wants to share it, definitely excuse me, I'm all ears. I need to learn a little bit more about that stuff, to be honest with you guys. But yeah, so just getting inside of it, you know, super spacious. You know, if there was a road trip, you know, again, it's 6'3", like I'm pretty good back here, honestly. I think, like, you know, in some vehicles, like when I'm in the back passenger seat, I'm a little crammed. This is usually the best seat in the house, kind of front right. But in this case, it's not so bad. Couple weird little features. There is a thing that I've seen online. There's a cup holders, but people call this the burger tray. I gotta get a burger and have it in here. Use my burger tray. But yeah, it's kind of a funny one. Kind of cool. This is another cool thing. There's like a little trash bag holder. So if we were camping, and like, I guess in the car, or even just a road trip, we could put a bag in here and it would, I think, hold it up pretty good and we wouldn't worry about it. In terms of like folding up and down the seats, super easy. Just up like this, then just pull that down. Definitely got to make sure that the seat belt things are up, but I found it to be pretty reasonable, honestly. It's like this. That's just my dash cam. We'll talk about that in a second when we get up there. And yeah, so the back here, it's pretty good. I'm pretty excited about that. Let's move up to the passenger seat here. So, okay, yeah, this is pretty standard, you know. Just got my all-weather mats here. Really like those. I'll keep the car clean. This is an older vehicle, so this vehicle is actually like closer to my age than not, which is kind of a funky thing to think about. But so there's definitely some minor cosmetic things like this cracking in the dash, but it doesn't really do anything, I think, negative. And just, you know, this car is in pretty good condition, honestly, for how old it is. What can I show you guys up here? So just have like a center console. This thing pops out like that, which is kind of cool. Maybe like another burger tray. We got seat warmers. We got, I have no idea what this is. I should read the manual. We got a little car outlet charger thing here, using it to power my dash cam. Still looking into if I can wire this to the head unit I have here. I'm sure I can. I just probably have to take it off, and I'm kind of seeing stuff online where I may have to take off some of these pieces to kind of get back there, which is a thing. Just gotta do it. Something I did that I thought was kind of cool was wrap my handles in paracord. Let me know if you guys like that or not. I think that's definitely an opinion thing. The way I was thinking about it is, like, it's always good to have a little extra cord just in case you need it for some weird, and honestly, I kind of like the way it looked. So I went ahead and set that up. Let's move to the driver's side here. Go ahead and shut the trunk. All right. So getting in, and start the engine here. Yeah, so I got my head unit, got the big steering wheel, super comfortable to be kind of up high like this. Got the dash cam. Still thinking about what I'm gonna do with the wire here. Thinking about running it like up and around, and then like down, and then over, and then like through. You know, I might just keep it like this. It's like not honestly that big of a deal. The CarPlay unit is kind of cool. If I sort of plug in my iPhone, it will bring the full map up. You can also listen to like podcasts and stuff. So that's been fun. In terms of the dash, this is kind of cool. You can turn the LED lights off, or kind of adjust the brightness, turn them all the way on. I've heard from other 4Runner people that this can be kind of an annoying thing where if you have LEDs go out, you gotta kind of take out the dash and fix it, but it is a fixable thing. So if that comes up, I'll probably bite the bullet and just do it. On the left side here, we got 115 volt power that we can turn on. There's a couple outlets. There's one that's like in the center console, like down, and there's another one like in the back right side of the trunk. So there is opportunities to power stuff from the engine if you're cool with just like burning fuel. I think this is a center diff lock, so I'm pretty sure what this does is it just like fixes the the wheels, so it's like totally like on the same plane. So I think this can be good for like torque or traction or something. Or I gotta learn more about this, because I'm sure I can probably really F my car up if I don't know what I'm doing and I kind of just rock this and screw some stuff up. In terms of 4-low and that jazz, we got a dial over here. And so the way that this works is you put the car in neutral, push the dial down and turn it, and you'll see that the 4-low thing kind of comes on, and this just provides, I think, torque to every single wheel. Same thing, you know, you put it in drive, we're good to go. Put it back in neutral, back to 4 high, light goes off, we're good. Gonna put it in park. And yeah, that's kind of what I'm up to sort of in terms of the dash. There are a few like kind of early 2000s like steering wheel features which are kind of retro and cool, and like, yeah, this side's no buttons, but this one will control my, I think it sort of only does it if my phone is plugged in, but you know, volume and stuff, that's legit. Kind of got that old school dash, sort of, not dash, excuse me, display. Can see my kind of miles per gallon, how many, temperature, what my range is. You know, gas mileage in this has not been great, but also it hasn't been as bad as you'd expect it to be for kind of this big truck with that V8 engine, kind of as a gas guzzler. So I've been getting 17.1 miles per gallon. I've been doing a lot of highway driving, but I do drive around town. I live in like a suburban area. So when I bought this car, it had like 141,000 miles, almost even. And so I've put like almost 1,500 miles on the car now at this point. And so I think I have a pretty good sense for like what the gas mileage is. And I'm pretty happy with it. I'd say like, didn't really buy this car for fuel economy. I kind of bought it for utility. So, you know, you get what you kind of pay for on that front. The sunroof is a cool thing. I definitely like just keep this open just to try and get light in the car. I'm not really rocking it open. That's like not really my thing. And yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna try and do some modifications. I want to kind of get a little bit more used to the car and just a little bit more comfortable with like what I like, what I don't like, what am I doing with it. Am I going skiing? Am I camping out of it? Am I off-roading? Is this a pavement princess? Like, what's the deal? And so once I get that kind of pinned down a little bit more, I think I'm gonna put a little bit more thought into it and, you know, start doing stuff. So yeah, excited to keep people updated, and just definitely if anyone has the same vehicle and they've done stuff that they really like, or even better, sort of, you know, have done stuff they don't like and are comfortable sharing that with me, so I don't make the same mistakes, I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, thanks, and see you guys in the next one.